Hello, dear friends. Welcome to the next session on WB set. Right after this, we are going to start K-set, and after that, TRB exams. Whatever exams you are going to write, we are there in these Vallath open courses. If you want more than what I'm doing now, there are very small courses as well as big, detailed, amazing courses. You can join any of them. Because we are packing a lot of information into any course that you will take, it will help you tremendously. So many lectures, quizzes, everything is there. Revision classes. So here is the PDF. PPT, I mean. WB set crash course day 2. We are going to talk about papers 1 and 2. Ankita, are you ready? Good. So, look at the first question here. The Wakefield or Townley cycle is the most famous cycle of dash plays. Remember, in the origin of drama, it was in the 12th century that drama originated. And first, there were miracle plays based on the lives of saints. Then there were mystery plays based on the scriptures. Then morality plays based on values, virtues, vices. Mystery, miracle, morality, or none of these. It could be interludes. Interludes. Is it? No. Wakefield or Townley cycle. Ankita, you tell us.
Yes, here the answer is mystery. It's a famous cycle of mystery plays.
And do you know, everybody, the major writer of mystery plays is Wakefield Master, because we don't know his real name. He's called Wakefield Master. Look at this picture, everybody. There were big public events, these play enactments. And there will be like a lorry. People will be acting on top of the lorry. Like that it was. Ankita, would you like to read the second question, please?
Yes. Okay. The Shoemaker's Holiday is a city comedy on boisterous London life by Thomas Heywood, Thomas Dekker, John Heywood, or John Marston. Who wrote The Shoemaker's Holiday?
It is a city comedy. What do you mean by a city comedy? City comedy means a comedy about lower class London people. A comedy about lower class Londoners and criminals. And Shoemaker's Holiday is about Rowland Lacey, who is disguising as a shoemaker in order to get close to his sweetheart, Rose. This is a very major play of the Jacobian period. Did you know, dear friends, this play was written even before Queen Elizabeth died. It is Jacobian play, but Queen Elizabeth was still ruling. This is a play from 1599. Yes, you are right, YouTubers. I can see many of you are writing it. The correct answer is Thomas Dekker. The Shoemaker's Holiday is subtitled The Gentle Craft. And look at this in the cover page itself. There is the mention of a famous character, Simon Eyre, who became the shoemaker, who was a shoemaker, who became the Lord Mayor of London. It is a humorous character. It is given right in the title page itself, cover page itself, Dekker. Remember Dekker, Marston, Heywood, every one of them, not John Heywood, but Thomas Heywood. All of them were Jacobian dramatists. John Heywood wrote the 4 Ps. That is the interlude, 4 Ps. Okay. Samson Agonistes is a dash by Milton, published in 1671. It was actually written in 1644. No, 1671. It was published along with Paradise Regained. Array. Why did I say 44? So stupid of me. Samson Agonistes nahi. Areopagitica is 1644. Samson Agonistes is written in the model of a dash. What is it? It is published along with Paradise Regained. Is it masque, pastoral elegy, closet drama, or ode? What is the answer, Ankita?
Here the answer is it's a closet drama. It's a closet drama. Yeah.
It's a closet drama written in the style of a Greek tragedy. It is written like a Greek tragedy, but it is meant only for reading. So it is called closet drama. Right. Do you know the very famous closet dramas in English? Anyone? YouTubers, tell us in the comment box. Which is the famous closet drama by Shelley, Ankita?
Was it the Cenci?
Prometheus Unbound is the famous closet drama by Shelley.
Yeah.
Prometheus Unbound. And it is a famous closet drama. Do you know the closet drama by A.C. Swinburne?
Yeah, Caledon.
Atalanta in Caledon. That's right.
Yeah.
Atalanta in Caledon. Very good. So Samson Agonistes is written in the manner of monologues and dialogues. Agonistes means what, Ankita?
It means wrestler.
That's right. Agonistes means wrestler. Okay, so this is a closet drama. Look at the picture. Samson is bringing down the heathen temple where he was imprisoned. Samson is bringing down a heathen temple and killing his enemies as well as himself. Remember, this is written like a Greek tragedy. Ankita, let me give you a question. Is this last ending of Samson Agonistes, where Samson is bringing down the heathen temple, is it enacted on stage? Is it reported by a messenger? Is it narrated in by Samson himself? None of these.
It is reported by a messenger.
Yes, it is reported by a messenger. Because Samson is dead, he cannot report it. And this is a closet drama, it cannot be enacted on stage.
Yeah.
Ta-da-dang! The violent ending of Samson Agonistes is reported by a messenger. Did you know, Ankita and YouTubers? The ending of Samson Agonistes is a famous example for catharsis.
Yeah.
And calm of mind, all passion spent. That is the last line. Rare. Very good. So next question, up over to you, Ankita.
Okay. Who among the following is the biographer of Charles Dickens? Elizabeth Gaskell, John Foster, John Wilson Lockhart, or Thomas More? So who was the biographer of Charles Dickens?
This question is interesting because all of them are biographers. Yes. Elizabeth Gaskell is the biographer of
Charlotte Bronte.
Yes, Charlotte Bronte. Before Charlotte Bronte, when Charlotte Bronte died, Charlotte Bronte's father told Elizabeth Gaskell, please write about my daughter. Okay, John Wilson Lockhart is the biographer of
Scott.
Walter Scott. That is right. It is Walter Scott. Walter Scott's biographer is his own son-in-law, John Gibson Lockhart. John Wilson nahi, Gibson. Or a big mistake. John Gibson it is. Wilson nahi hai. Gibson. No problem. Mistakes are the stepping stones to success, Kalyani Vallath. You made a mistake, but that is fine. Okay. Thomas More is the biographer of, do you know?
Was it Byron? I have forgotten, I think.
Yes, Thomas More was the biographer of Byron. And John Foster is the biographer of, YouTubers. Arey, John Foster is the biographer of Charles Dickens. Or kya? John Foster was a friend of Charles Dickens, and it is when John Foster wrote Charles Dickens' biography that his own family, Dickens' own family, came to know the troubles that Dickens had as a young boy. Excellent. Tom O'Shanter is a narrative poem by Ankita. Read the options and tell the answer.
Thomas Gray, Robert Burns, William Blake, or is it Edward Young? Who wrote this narrative poem, Tom O'Shanter?
Tom O'Shanter is written by a lyric poet. He is not primarily a narrative poet. This is the only narrative poem by this poet. Tell me the answer, Ankita.
It is Robert Burns who wrote this long narrative poem.
Very good. Tom O'Shanter is a long narrative poem by Robert Burns. Very good. Who among the following is not a character in Oliver Twist? Mr. Bumble, Artful Dodger, Vincent Crummles, or Nancy? What do you think, Ankita? What is the answer?
It is Vincent Crummles, who is there in Nicholas Nickleby.
Very good. Mr. Bumble is the owner of the man who runs the workhouse. Artful Dodger is Jack Dawkins. Hannah? Jack, what?
Yes, he was there in that stealing group. I mean, he was in a group of thieves. Yeah.
Nancy is the
prostitute. Yeah.
Prostitute and girlfriend of Bill Sykes. So it is Vincent Crummles. Nicholas Nickleby, isn't it?
Yeah.
Okay, please read.
Who among the following had nicknamed the Auden group as Max Ponde? DJ Enright, J.D. Scott, Roy Campbell, or Robert Conquest?
Max Ponde. I will tell you one thing, Ankita. This word came in Talking Bronco. And it was coined by Roy Campbell. This was not a good word. He was making fun of the Auden group as Max Ponde. Mac matlab kya hai? Mac means McNeese. Spender. Auden. Day Lewis. Did you know, guys, J.D. Scott is the man who coined the term the movement for movement poetry. Okay. Next question. Which novel among the following has been hailed as historiographic metafiction by Linda Hutcheon? What do you mean by historiographic metafiction? It means a book which employs history as well as postmodernism. I will give you a clue, dear friends. This is a famous novel which has 3 endings. In a postmodern manner, history and fiction are mixed. D.G. Rossetti appears as a character here. Pata hai kaun sa? It is French Lieutenant's Woman by John Fowles. Very famous movie also. Yeah, good. Ankita, next question to you.
Okay. Kimball O'Hara is the orphan son of a British soldier and a half-caste opium addict in India. So who created this fictional character? Joseph Conrad, Rudyard Kipling, H.G. Wells, or E.M. Foster? Who created this very famous character, Kimball O'Hara?
This novel is set in Lahore in British India. Ankita, this author was also born in India, hai na?
Yes.
Somewhere in Maharashtra, in one big city. Which is the big city in Maharashtra, Ankita? Is it Patna? No, Mumbai. It is Rudyard Kipling who created the character Kimball O'Hara. Kim. And he is confused whether to follow spirituality or politics. Spirituality of a Tibetan Lama. Politics of the great game. The espionage. Hai na? Very good. Which among the following is not true about Endgame by Samuel Beckett? Do you want to read the options, Ankita?
Okay. So it's a one-act play with 4 characters. The title of this play has been taken from chess. In this play, Ham is the servant who does all the chores of the house. Or is it Nag and Nell are parents of Ham? Which statement among these four is not true?
I know one thing. Ham is sitting in a wheelchair. He cannot even get up. Clove is the servant who is running around and doing the chores. Ham is not the servant. Instead, Ham has delusions of grandeur. He is thinking that he is some great conqueror or something. Nag and Nell, you can see in the picture, poor things. And they are living inside trash cans. Oh, that's so bad. So I think it is C. The answer is C. What do you think, YouTubers? Yes, YouTubers all know the correct answer. It is C. In this play, Ham is not the servant. Ham is this guy sitting on the wheelchair. Clove is the guy who cannot sit down. Okay. Next question. Who wrote a serious proposal to the ladies? Wow, Ankita, this is a PYQ, eh? It is from 2018.
Yeah.
Was it from WB Set, Ankita?
Yes, WB Set 2018's paper.
Right. I remember this question. I did not know this answer at that time. After this question came only, I knew the answer. A serious proposal to the ladies, written by an 18th century woman writer. It is Mary Astell. Look at the full title given here. A serious proposal to the ladies for the advancement of their true and greatest interest. Part 1, by a lover of her sex. That means a lover of women. That means a woman is writing. That is the meaning. Okay. Right. Amazing. There were so many amazing 17th, 18th century writers. And Ankita herself is trying to do research on some of them. Great. Yes. So, which among the following is not a novel by George Eliot? The Mill on the Floors, Adam Bede, Wives and Daughters, Silas Marner. Ankita, what is the answer?
Okay. Here the answer is Wives and Daughters. It's by Elizabeth Gaskell.
Wives and Daughters is by Elizabeth Gaskell. I think that was the last novel, wasn't it, Ankita?
It's one of the last novels of her career.
The Mill on the Floors is the story of Maggie Tulliver. Adam Bede is the story of Adam Bede in love with Hetty Sorrel, but she gets pregnant by Arthur Donithon. Silas Marner is the story of how the weaver of Ravello, Silas, brings up a girl, Eppie. Eppie is the daughter of Godfrey Cass, illegitimate daughter, but Silas brings her up. Right. Can you tell me the other important novels by George Eliot, everybody? Yes. Middlemarch, Romola, Felix Holt, then Daniel Deronda. Very good. Okay, let me ask you a question. In which of these novels do you have Tertius Lydgate? Ankita, do you know?
Middlemarch.
Middlemarch has the foil character Tertius Lydgate. Remember that. Very good. Okay. Which among the following is Shakespeare's longest play? That is also a PYQ. Ankita, read the options and tell us the answer.
Hamlet, Macbeth, Julius Caesar, or Coriolanus, which is the longest running play of Shakespeare?
Longest play, not longest running.
Oh, longest play.
Yeah. It is. What is the answer?
Hamlet.
Yeah. Which is, now that you said longest running, which is the longest running play in the world?
Agatha Christie's The Mousetrap.
That's right.
Yeah.
That's very good. Now, dear friends, Coriolanus is a Roman play. So is Julius Caesar. Julius Caesar, Antony and Cleopatra, and Coriolanus. Very good. Okay. The term bricolier, see, jack of all trades. It is associated with whom? Is it Foucault, Nietzsche, Baudrillard, or Derrida? There is not only these, one more author is there. One more theorist is there related to bricolier. The one who coined the binary opposition between bricolier and engineer. And then one of these four people took it up. Who first talked about bricolier on bricolage is Claude Lévi-Strauss. And Derrida spoke about it in Structure, Sign and Play in the Discourse of the Human Sciences. Very good. Next question, Ankita will read. While Derrida is waiting with his pipe, smoking is injurious to health.
Okay. Which of these dramatic unities is mentioned by Aristotle in Poetics? Time and place, action and time, action and place, time, place, and action.
Time and place mentioned by Aristotle. Do you know, guys? Aristotle talked at length about the unity of action. Aristotle mentioned unity of place. He said, sorry, unity of time. Unity of time he mentioned. He said a place should be longer than a single revolution of the sun. And then Aristotle also, he talked about action and time. He never talked about unity of place. Aristotle never talked about unity of place. It was added by Renaissance critics. Did you understand? All right. I am moving on to the next question. Sorry. Okay, Ankita.
Which major English novelist was not included by F.R. Lewis in his The Great Tradition? Jane Austen, Henry James, Charles Dickens, or Joseph Conrad?
The Great Tradition. Was it 1941 book, Ankita? YouTubers, we are in confusion. You can tell us. Otherwise, look up. The Great Tradition is in the 1940s anyway. F.R. Lewis wrote it. And he talked about the Great Tradition. You know what? F.R. Lewis, following Matthew Arnold and T.S. Eliot, followed great, grand ideas of tradition. And he said, Jane Austen, George Eliot, Joseph Conrad, and Henry James. These are the four major writers. Charles Dickens is not included. Charles Dickens is not included. But he appreciated hard times. F.R. Lewis appreciated hard times. Okay, very good. In language learning, monitor model hypothesis is attributed to whom? Monitor model hypothesis. Who talked about it? Is it Stephen Krashen, B.F. Skinner, Jean Piaget, or Noam Chomsky? YouTubers. This monitor model is a very important theory of language acquisition. How languages are acquired. That is the meaning. So, YouTubers, what do you think? Everybody knows. Ankita, tell us the answer.
Here the answer is Stephen Krashen, who talked about the monitor model hypothesis.
Yeah, input hypothesis. That is the name of his book, I think. What is monitor model? In the monitor model, he proposes that language learning is accomplished through formal, conscious learning. You have to monitor. And or informal also. Informal and formal, both are there. That means you learn from the classroom, from the book, and you also learn informally through conversations, etc. So that means in monitor model, the language learner should know the rules of grammar. That is one thing. Correctness also is important. But at the same time, you also have to interact. So input hypothesis is also called monitor model. There are 5 hypotheses included in monitor model. Isn't it, Ankita? There are 5 hypotheses of second language acquisition that he talked about. Very good. Now, next question. Ankita, you can bring. On the Sublime begins with an attack on the incompleteness of the work of a Greek rhetorician. Longinus is on the sublime begins with an attack at the beginning of the book. Who is he attacking? Which Greek rhetorician? Anaximenes, Demosthenes, Isocrates, or Cecilius? Is it Cecilius, Ankita? Yes, it is. Longinus is on the sublime is a very important treatise attributed to his full name is Dionysius Longinus. And the sublimity, it was translated into English by John Hall.
Yeah.
And sublimity is found in the works of John Milton. Milton's grand style is closer to sublimity. Did you understand? Okay, it is Cecilius. Next question, please. Ankita, read.
The 1979 film Junoon is based on dash. So it is based on which novel? Ruskin Bond's A Flight of Pigeons, Anita Desai's Fire on the Mountain, Jane Austen's Pride and Prejudice, or Charlotte Bronte's Villette?
All right, guys, you should know movies very much. The adaptations. The film Junoon is an old movie. Dekho Shabana Azmi and old movie it is. Ruskin Bond's A Flight of Pigeons. That is the answer. All right. Gabriel Oak, a farmer and shepherd, is the hero in... Is it Far from the Madding Crowd, The Return of the Native, The Mayor of Casterbridge, A Pair of Blue Eyes? Ankita, what do you think? Gabriel Oak, Bathsheba Everdeen?
He is in Far from the Madding Crowd.
That's right. Far from the Madding Crowd. Movie is there. You should watch it. Frank Troy, William Boldwood. Remember the characters?
Yeah.
Right. Which of the following is exclusive to ethnographic research? Is it field-based research, mixed research approach, study of culture conducted in a natural setting? It will look like all these are correct in a way. Because some of these are there in all these. Some of these elements are there in ethnographic research. All these are there. But what exactly is ethnographic research? What is the answer? Is it field-based? It can be. Mixed research approach. But exclusive to ethnographic research. Dekho question. Question dekho. That means field-based research is used only by ethnographic research, by no other research. That is wrong. Exclusive matlab mixed research approach is there only in ethnographic research, nowhere else. That is also wrong. Ethnographic research is study of culture conducted in a natural setting. Arey, bahut sare research methods are there that are conducted in a natural setting. I think study of culture is done only by ethnographic research. Actually, you go live inside a culture, you live there and study that culture. Isn't it? So, is that the answer, Ankita?
Yes, study of culture is exclusive to ethnographic research.
Very good.
Yeah.
That is the answer, study of culture. Okay. Can you read the next question, please?
A digital signature is called dash. Digitally scanned signature, handwritten signature, encrypted information, or verbally communicated message.
A digital signature is called dash is not exactly correct, but in that such ambiguities will be there. A digital signature is also can be defined as, if you write a handwritten signature, is it digital? No. It is digitally scanned signature, isn't it? Digital signature means digitally scanned signature. Okay, very good. Now, a group of instructions that directs a computer is called, oh, this was also PYQ. A group of instructions that directs a computer. Is it storage, memory, logic, or program? When you give instructions to a computer to behave in a certain way, that is called computer programming. Isn't it? Computer programming ka matlab kya hai? You are telling the computer what to do. If you program it in a certain way, then it will do these things for you. Hannah. So it is programmed. Okay, Ankita, please read.
In the communication process is called dash. Transgression, wall, noise, feedback.
A disruption in the communication. Anik, who is making noise? Keep quiet. It is noise. A disruption in the communication process. When teacher is trying to teach, if students are making noise, it is a disruption. Noise is also a technical term in communication. Very good. Information, a combination of sound, video, text, graphics, and animation is called, is it multi-program, multifaceted, multimedia, multi-process? Information, a combination of sound, video, text, graphics, and what is it called? Ankita, tell us.
A multimedia.
It is called multimedia. Very good. That is also very easy. So that brings us to the end of this discussion. These days we are doing paper 1 and paper 2 together. Are you loving it, guys? Instead of paper 2, all the time boring. Or instead of paper 1 all the time. We are paper 1, paper 2, paper 1, paper 2. You know how it is, Ankita? I will give you another analogy. Instead of Kalyani Vallath all the time, we have Kalyani Vallath, Ankita, Hina, everybody together. Isn't it? So now everybody, I got an amazing long inland letter card today. Somebody sent me a big long inland letter card saying a lot of things. I'm searching for it. I have kept it away safely. Saying a lot of things. This is from Kadapa in Andhra Pradesh. And he was saying, he or she, I don't know, was saying, this channel is awesome, that you're doing a lot of amazing things. It is right here with me. Dekho. Can you see? Ayyo. Now you can see. Inland letter card from Kadapa in Andhra Pradesh. Thank you so much for sending this. And this person has done a lot of amazing things. You know, in his inland letter card, he has included a lot of things that we have done. And he has said, why you have not included a lot of information in the videos. YouTube videos add more information. So now everybody, any lecture, whether it is our YouTube video or anything, is only a beginning. Everything in the world we can't include in the video. Remember, you should study on your own. You should read on your own. We can give you some information. We will definitely improve because of this input. We will try to do better and better and better. But remember, don't just depend on us. Don't say, I don't have any resource. Teach me, only then I can pass. That is a wrong attitude. You should say, I will study on my own. Oh, this much information I got. Wow. Let me read on my own. Let me study on my own. Ta-da-dang. And then you will pass because of your merits. Isn't it? So do that. Thank you very much. Keep writing to us. Will you? All of you, please. And also have amazing careers. We'll be back tomorrow with another episode on WB set. We will have episodes on K-set and also other exams like TRB exam. So please be with us throughout. We are there for you as well. Okay, good night. All the best. Bye-bye from me and Ankita.